Seward is located on beautiful Resurrection Bay. Resurrection Bay provided the perfect place to become the gateway to Alaska because it was a deep and ice-free port.
Rachel, when you say deep, I'm talking about real deep, really deep. Like some points in this bay are over 1,000 feet deep. Tens of thousands of years ago, this whole bay used to be covered by one massive glacier. But then when it retreated, it carved out the valley and then filled with seawater and formed what is more formally referred to as a fjord. But Rachel, how did Resurrection Bay get its name?
That's a good question, but to find out we have to go back in time when Alaska was claimed by Russia.
Before Alaska was a state, and before Alaska was a U.S. territory, this land was claimed by Russia. There was one reason why Russia hung on to this far-off, remote chunk of land: the sea otter. When Vitus Bering was exploring the North Gulf Coast, not only did he find Alaska, but he found sea otters. Now the sea otter has the thickest fur of any animal in the world, so the pelts fetched huge sums of money. There were two competing companies in the Russian sea otter trade: the Lebedev Company and the Shelikov Company, owned by Grigory Shelikov. Shelikov wanted to get control of the outer Gulf Coast, so he instructed his manager, Alexander Baranov, to establish a fort somewhere in that region. And to add salt into the wounds of his competitor, he told Baranov to construct a vessel of ample size. Following these orders, Baranov sailed into this bay in 1792 on a Sunday and named it Voskresenskaya Gavan, Sunday or Resurrection Bay, and the name stuck. Baranov located a suitable place to construct the fort, somewhere near the present-day Alaska Sea Life Center, and he instructed his builder, English shipwright James Shields, to begin work on a ship. There was just one catch: they lacked the materials for which to build such a vessel. Baranov wrote a letter to Shelikov complaining about the situation. "I was astonished by your instructions to build a new ship. We are short of the needed materials. We have only half a flask of pitch, not a pound of caulking, not a single nail, and not enough iron for such a vessel." On top of it all, except for Shields, the men who built this vessel had little experience in boat construction. Yet build it they did. Logs were brought from Prince William Sound. Pieces of metal were scraped and scrounged together and forged into useful pieces. Sails were made from old clothing that was patchworked together. And after 2 years of hard work and construction, the sailing vessel called the Phoenix was launched into Resurrection Bay in the summer of 1794.
After 2 years of construction, the Phoenix proudly sailed out of Voskresenskaya Gavan, also known as Resurrection Bay, on September 5th, 1794. And she was no small ship either, no way. Her upper deck was 79 feet long and 23 feet wide. Her displacement was 180 tons,
Wow.
and she was equipped with 24 cannons.
And the Phoenix proudly sailed for 4 years between Alaska and Asia, but sadly, in May of 1799, she was shipwrecked between Kodiak Island and Russia, and all 88 crew, including Captain James Shields, were never seen again.
And the only evidence that was left of the ship was debris scattered from the Alaska Peninsula down the coastline to Sitka.
And in time, with the decline of the sea otter population, the fort was abandoned and Resurrection Bay was left in silence.